Welcome back, and this is quite possibly the most requested game that I've had from you guys in every time I've asked the question on what you guys want to see next and what type of performance comparisons that you really want to see. And quite honestly, Minecraft is one of the more popular games in the world still. It's going on for, well, it's before long it'll be driving, and then it'll be off to college, and then it may get something other than a full path ray traced update. Now, it is in beta right now, but that was scheduled to come out of beta in 2020, and we're not very far from the end of the year. So what you guys wanted to see is now that the Radeon cards, so the RDNA 2 based big Navi cards, support ray tracing, they also support it in this game. So this is Minecraft. It got an update a while back, and I know it's everybody's referred to Minecraft with RTX. Of course, you know, good marketing on that one, but it was updated a while back to DXR 1.1. and got a pretty big performance boost when it did it. And when it comes out of beta, it's just going to be Minecraft with ray tracing. So, as far as I can tell. Now, what we did is we took our test bench, we loaded it up, and we ran through a map in the game called Portal Pioneers. Now, full disclosure, Portal Pioneers was part of the RTX pack, and it does have a built-in benchmarking utility. That built-in benchmarking utility is using in the game. It's going on a cart rail, so if you wanted to do this yourself, you could. You could go get the Portal Pioneers, and when you load up the map for the first time, you look to your right. There's a button, you can hit it and go right into the cart-guided benchmark. So I am a Minecraft noob in the sense that I can go in there and play the game and have fun digging around, but I'm not going to be able to build complex rail systems, and I don't have the time to learn how to do it. So it's done for us here, and now we tested it with all of the cards that we have out here. So the 6800 XT, 6800, 3080, 3070, 3060 Ti. So all of the more recent cards that come out that support ray tracing, and wanted to see how they all did in a fully path traced title. So no hybrid rendering here. This is entirely pure DXR ray tracing performance. And things got quite interesting. So we did 1440p and we did 4K. Now we did 8 chunks and 24 chunks. We did smart access memory testing. We did DLSS testing. So all of that is in these charts. Speaking of, let's load up the first charts. 1440p. I always keep saying 1080p. 1440p, 8 chunks. There you go. That's the results that you get there. So that is the basic results. No DLSS, no smart access memory, and you can see here that, well, the Ampere cards are quite powerful in the sense that you can tell where they dedicated their transistor count. You can clearly see it here with the 3060 Ti besting the RTX or the RX 6800 XT. Now, when you enable Smart Access Memory and DLSS, well, Smart Access Memory doesn't do a whole lot here. It really just, it doesn't. It's a flat. It's wash. DLSS, that is insane, and as other reviewers have pointed out, and I will point it out as well, this is a title that lends itself very well to DLSS, and I would highly recommend turning it on because it doesn't really look any different with it off. It's Minecraft and it's blocky. Something to note there at the top were the 143 FPS on the RTX 3080 with DLSS on. The game is capped to your monitor's refresh rate. We did this all on a 4K 144 Hz panel, so we were kind of stuck with that as our average. So it could have been higher, but couldn't go past it. So that's kind of where you end up with that. Now moving into 24 chunks, we see a little bit of the same story, but the performance has dipped ever so slightly with all of the cards. Not much, just a little bit. Not enough to where I would say leave it on 8. I would definitely go 24 chunks in this one. It really changes the way the game looks, and it feels a whole lot better with that. If you could go further, I would, but that's as far as it'll let you go. And turning DLSS and Smart Access Memory on, again, Smart Access Memory is a wash, and DLSS, well, puts you right back about where you were. So really no reason to leave it off, and definitely turn it on and go to 24 chunks. Now what about at 4K? 4K is a whole lot different of a ball game here because we're talking fully path traced, not hybrid, nothing like that. This is every ray is being traced, and you are going up exponentially in processing power required to do this, and it definitely shows. Look at these results. So 8 chunks shows the RTX 3080 being the only one that can break 30 FPS. natively. The 6800 and 6800 XT are both 14 and 16 FPS, and the 3060 Ti is just over 21 FPS. None of these are playable. None of these are playable. I mean, you could argue that the 35 FPS on the 3080 is playable, but I wouldn't. It's not enjoyable. Now, turning on Smart Access Memory and DLSS, again, is a wash on Smart Access Memory, but DLSS yields massive improvements, more so than it did at 1440p. You're looking up to almost 3 times the performance. Actually, more than 3 times with the 3060 Ti. So it pushes the 3060 Ti to be able to break 60 FPS at 4K in 8 chunks. But let's be honest, 24 chunks is where you want to be with this, and when you do that, you can see it shaves off a bit more performance. It knocks a single digit FPS off the 6800 and 6800 XT. Same thing for the 3060 Ti, and all the way up to the 3080. Got a couple knocked off, but not a noticeable amount. Still wouldn't recommend playing it without DLSS turned on. Smart Access Memory continues to be a wash, and DLSS continues to absolutely thrash in this game, showing the 3060 Ti breaking 60 FPS still at 4K 24 chunks. Again, this is not a 4K card. I wouldn't recommend buying it for 4K, but 1440p, if that was your jam, 1080p, you know, it's going to do it. Well, guys, that's Minecraft with ray tracing and DXR 1.1 enabled. We'll see how things shake out whenever it goes past the beta stage and gets out into the full world. What game you'd like to see us do next? That's up to you. I definitely want to hear you guys sound off in the comment section below. Let us know. And maybe we'll go ahead and do Dirt 4 or Dirt 5. Dirt 5. Well, we'll see. Let us know. I want to hear your thoughts. So if you liked the video, it got you any kind of information, if you already knew where it was going to fall, I mean, let me know. If it surprised you, let me know. Whatever you have to say, good, bad, whatever, down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.